Someone said something to me a few days ago. It was actually in a proper conversation and discussion, and it was a positive conversation, but their opinion changed. And it's a known opinion, the idea that you haven't worked a day of your life. Okay, as an autistic person, every time I stepped outside of the house as a child was work. The only way I made it to school each day was an effort of will. Getting to school, going to a place with all those people, if you've got autism or bipolar or ADHD, or God help you, all of them at once, your entire work life balance is almost impossible. And everything you do takes hundreds of times more effort than for a typical person. Getting up out of bed takes an effort of will, because your brain is already telling you that you're useless, already trashing you, already trying to distract you. So even as a child, you are working. You are exhausted because everything you do, from trying to leave the house and trying to walk to school and trying to come back from school and remember to come back from school and not get distracted and things, is a monumental effort. And then when you finish school and go on to college, I went to both college and university. I aced every fucking single challenge they put ahead of me when it came to computers. But I couldn't do documentation. I couldn't do it in the way they wanted me to. So I failed it all. And when I left there, I got the only job that I could do was a night watchman somewhere away from everyone, to keep a job where I could be there and no one would bother me. But even that was extreme effort on top of a normal job. People who don't have these problems don't know how hard it is to just function, to just go downstairs and get food, to just remember to do anything. Our energy is used up so much more quickly that even getting out of bed is a success story. Walking downstairs takes effort. Everything I do takes effort and continually coping strategies and reward options and trying to give myself feedback to keep things going. And then when someone says to you that you haven't worked thingy, and then you realise and think back to the 20 years you spent looking after Paola, where you got up every day at 6 a.m. and went to bed at midnight, no weekends, no holidays, no respite, for 20 fucking years. That you did that. And it ruined you even more. And it damaged you even more. And it broke your psyche even more. To have a problem that you couldn't fix. An illness that you couldn't fix. And then pile on top of that the looking after of mum in the same period of time. I've been told by many nurses that someone who does that is doing basically the job of 3 nurses. It hurts. It does. And then when you're left alone, you think, oh, he's having a good time. He can stay at home. He can just sit around and do nothing. Tell me, how exactly did that feel when they put you in lockdown? Did it feel like a holiday? Or did it feel like prison? And now imagine that with the effort and the terror and the depression and the pain and the lack of focus and the hyper-focus that happens for someone like me. I have worked every single day of my life, and I will work every single day of my life until I die, because I will be working to stay alive. I will be working to stay focused. I will be working to function. I will be working to remember to do the dishes. I will be working to remember to go to the bathroom, because yes, my brain is so fucked up that I can become constipated to a dangerous level because my brain forgets to go to the bathroom. I can be in a very bad place if I don't put extra effort into everything. Everything I do takes effort, takes work, takes coping strategies. Do you know the reason I've got high blood pressure, and I've had high blood pressure for most of my life? It's not because of my weight, not because I eat badly, not because of my salt levels or cholesterol, because they're all actually pretty much perfect. Same thing happens every time I fucking go a new doctor. And one of the new people in the place who comes in, oh yeah, your blood pressure's high. Have you tried changing your fucking diet? And say, oh yeah, you probably don't know. You probably don't know. You're probably eating salty things without. I fucking know everything I eat to an anal degree. Every single action I take has to be pre-thought out. I have to do homework for every action I'm going to do. And I have to watch out every day for triggers that could sideswipe me that I don't have a coping mechanism for. I have to have. But yeah, the reason that I have a high blood pressure is because my brain is never in a rest state. My brain never, the nearest thing my brain ever gets to a rest state is when I'm gaming or when I'm using the arcade behind me. Apart from that, every moment of every day, I am on high alert. My brain is in active mode. I will work every day of my life to survive. I will work every moment of every day to make sure that I don't end up in a mental health ward. I will work to keep my independence. I will work from the moment I wake in the morning to the moment I go to sleep at night. Because if I don't, bad shit will happen and I will end up in a hospital. No, I aren't the only one. Before I got my mobility scooter, it took 3 days preparation work to leave the house. And it took a week afterwards to deconstruct that event. Leaving the house would make me physically ill and physically exhaust me. I basically, before I could leave the house, would have to construct a computer game of life in my head that covered absolutely every event that will happen between me leaving my house and going to the doctors, everyone I might have to talk to, every situation. I had to have it all scripted and all thing. I had to go over it over and over until it was real, until I could thingy so that I could step outside my house. And the mental exhaustion that kicked in, if everything went well, meant that for 3-4 days afterwards I was unable to even do anything. Nobody talks about this side of things, about how exhausting it is and how everything is work. Just getting up out of bed is a win. But I have to say at the end of this, the person who told me that knows who they are, and I want to say thank you to them, because you once again pointed something out that I needed to speak about, needed to let people know about, because most people don't understand and can't understand. How can you understand if you can get up out of your bed, go downstairs, make your coffee, have your drink of coffee on your day off, and walk out the house, say, oh, we haven't got any bread in, and go to the local shop? How can someone who can do that understand what people like me go through? Hello there, Zaki. So I speak so that others don't have to, and for the ones that can't. So I hope you're always having a good day.